Hi everyone, my name is Rose, as you all may know already because, motherfucker, that one hurt. That hurt. Anyways, so yeah, I'm nervous again, so I'm losing track of what I'm supposed to be saying. So I've got to get used to this again. It's been forever, and now that I know someone very special to my heart is watching this, it makes it 10 times worse, because I don't want to be stupid. You know, he's probably seen the worst of it, and some of you guys off of Facebook have, watched this, or watched my first video, and I thank you all so much for any of you guys who actually subscribed or liked. So I do have some shout-outs. I don't think you guys asked for a shout, but I'm gonna shout out you guys anyways, because I know you guys are watching my channel. I think. I know at least one of you guys are, and that's Keaton. Hi, Keaton. And the next one is Kyle. Hi, Kyle. Okay, so now that that's over, that was awkward. So, some updates that are happening in the videos. I give at least at least a shout out at the beginning of each video, because I'm always gonna have a shout out for somebody. And each video is going to revolve around this, it's going to have a different rose every time. So, at the beginning of every video, and I'm actually going to try to edit the word rose vlogs in there, just to see if, that works. But it might. So, okay. Anyways, so, this video is going to be mainly me talking about, I pray you guys can hear me while this music was playing. Anyways, so, this video is mostly going to be about me, telling some stories that has happened to me. This is a blog channel, so why not say some stories that's happened to me? A lot has happened to me. I do love a good story every now and then. So, there's stories I'm going to actually save until I actually get some okays with the people to tell them, or tell the story, because right now it's all hush hush, so I'm not saying nothing. Anyways, a story that actually happened to me was, I don't know why I was upset this day. I don't remember exactly what happened, but I do remember that, I went outside to go listen to music and swing on a swing, like a regular child swing, and I don't know why, but I think I closed my eyes because I started to get tired, and I was going extremely high too. And the next thing I knew, I woke up and I was on the ground with blood on me, and I had no clue what happened. And I realized the swing had actually snapped, like the seat part, because it's a really old swing. I've had it ever since I was 3, and it snapped. And so I landed on the one sharp rock in that area and cut the back of my head open, and enough to where I had to get 7 staples. And I called my dad because at first I couldn't move or speak at all. It was horrifying. I couldn't do anything. I was stunned. I was trying to move, I was trying to speak. It was all of a sudden I couldn't hear either, because I know I was making noise, but I couldn't hear it. Apparently I said it loud enough for my half-deaf dad to hear me. But I couldn't hear me, because I don't know, it just came out, at first I couldn't hear me, and then I slowly started to get my voice back. And, yeah. So, needless to say, my dad came over on the lawnmower, which he is half crippled anyway, so he probably would have got there faster on the lawnmower than he would have walked or ran or whatever, because he can't run. But needless to say, I started sitting up, and he's like, get on the lawnmower, because we have a hood where you can sit on the hood. And I I actually just stood up and I'm just like, no, 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 and I ran into the house and I started screaming, Mom, Mom, and I was worried I was going to have staples, or stitches, I should say, because I am deathly afraid of needles, like deathly afraid of them, just saying, and the thought of having to have them staple it was horrifying to me. Anyways, so, I said, come on, we gotta go to the emergency room. Just walking in like, come on, Mom, we gotta go to the emergency room, you know? And I think the only time I cried was whenever they told me I was gonna have to have staples. That was the only thing that made me cry. The pain, oh my god, I could pretty well handle the pain without crying. But it was the part that feared me that I was not gonna be able to stand the needles, because I will literally bite clock it, whatever it is I need to do to probably get away if I absolutely had to, because I know it took 3 people to hold me down last time I had a shot that was mandatory for school, and I do not like needles. I don't care what you say. But, so they took me to the emergency room, and, well, they took me to the emergency room, and we sat in there, oh my gosh, it took about 2 hours to finally get anything to go right, like, to work and everything, so, like, we went to the x-ray room, and of course by then it was feeling better, like, it wasn't hurting near as bad, still bleeding, but it wasn't hurting near as bad. We had a picture, I actually sent it to, at my time, my boyfriend, and my entire shirt in the back was just covered in blood, and yeah, so Keaton, I told him what all happened. He got me the next day, kind of worried. Not that he's too awful worried, because he knew I was still alive. So he's like, well, she's okay now, but yeah, she's alright. But I was kind of afraid because Mom's like, you're gonna have a scar now, and I'm thinking, crap. Like, who's gonna like a girl with a scar? But then I realized my hair is actually getting covered up. But the thing that the doctors did that actually is kind of pleasing, but yet kind of not, was when they put the staples in, they didn't shave the hair away from it. No, no, no. They just stapled the hair underneath it. Like, they pulled as much back as they could, but some of the hair was still there. A lot of the hair was still underneath the staples. And when they did that, every time I walked, my hair, like, I have extremely long hair, as you guys know, and it would bounce like this and literally pull on those staples. Oh my gosh, it hurt like heck for a few days. But the first night, I walked back in the house right after we got out of the emergency room, and I was just, I was like normal. And then that night I woke up, and oh my goodness, my head was throbbing. I'm not even joking, like, I couldn't take that. Now, that throbbing was worse than the entire thing put together. And I did pretty good on the stapling thing. They put me in a headlock, but they got it done. And it wasn't really as bad as I thought. What they did is they put a needle in there and they numbed it around, and the staples didn't hurt at all. The thing that hurt the worst was probably getting them taken out because it scabbed over and they had to scab, and that hurts like heck too. But yeah, that happened, I'd say, about before me and Keaton broke up. That was about, I'd say it somewhere in October, definitely. It's at the beginning of October, so I'd say it was about November, December, January. It's about 3 months ago. It's probably about 5, but it's actually been about 3 months. Holy crap! And so that last year, this is before I met Keaton. Yeah, Keaton, you get a lot of shout-outs in this video. This is before I met Keaton. I was at the pool, and this was like about 2 years ago, maybe? Almost 2 years ago? Or maybe less, I don't know. And, it could have been last year. No, because I stopped in the Keaton most of the summer. I don't know. It was either last summer or the summer after that. It was like either 2 years ago or 1 year ago. And, I was at the sea pool. This is the second time in my life I had ever been to the sea pool, ever. Because I was like always sheltered and never allowed to go anywhere. So, first time I was able to go to the city pool, thank God my mom was there. Because I was getting out. Of course, they have ladders. Duh, you don't just push yourself out. I decided just to do it the way everybody else does and push myself up. Well, I don't remember if I used one hand or two, but I remember I pushed up and my hands slipped because they were wet, and I busted a large triangle in my two front teeth. And at first I thought I just dinged them, but then I went, and I was like, I started doing that, and that hurt too. And I didn't really feel much pain because I think I was in more shock than I was. I don't even remember getting out of the pool. I just know one moment I was there next to my mom, screaming, "Mom, Mom, Mom," because she was smiling at first, and then she realized what I did, and oh my gosh, it was chaos. There was people there worrying about me, and they drove me. We barely made it to the dentist. We barely got home enough to call the dentist, and they had to stay overtime. But they fixed my teeth, and get back to normal. I still have to go back and get caps, because these are not what they are. Like, they're very fragile. You're not supposed to eat taffy or bite anything like an apple or anything, but I've ate taffy. I've pulled things on there. I don't think they're going to ever come back out. I mean, they are very uncomforting, if you honestly want to know the truth, because my mom said, "You know what's holding those in there, right?" And I'm like, "No, what?" And just thinking about it makes my teeth throb. She's like, "Needles. Remember those little needles they had in there?" I'm like, "Oh my god, you shouldn't have told me that." Because now my teeth hurt every time I think about it. She's like, "Nope, you shouldn't have told me that." So that was a really tragic time in my life. And just, let's see, keep nothing in November. Sometime in November, I think it was like at the end, because he left me on the 7th. Yeah, he left me on the 7th of November, and I think sometimes towards the last, is like literally, is either the 1st of December or the last of November, I started having panic attacks. And what happened was, I was in school one day, and no, this is like a month after he broke up with me, so it had to be sometime in the beginning of December. And I started having panic attacks. And the next thing I know was, I was in class, and I remember that the class never has their lights on because you don't have to, because that class is naturally light, and not only that, the projector is like really hard to see with the lights on. So she turned them off so we could see the projector, and I was playing on a role-playing site, and this guy did not, what he said just really got to me, like really bad. He's playing as an old man, which actually I think he was an old man. His name it was called roleplay.me, and his name was Mr. Ashby, and it literally scared the living crap out of me, because I guess I could always do that. I guess I could do that. Didn't think about that till just now, but he got on there and he was saying some very inappropriate things, like I was supposedly his sex slave or whatever you want to call it, and I went into a panic attack. Like, everything seemed unreal. Like, I looked around, looked at people. I tried to focus. I couldn't focus, couldn't do my work. It was like I was having trouble focusing and staying in reality, which kind of actually terrified me. And I went to class, and I don't even remember walking down the hallway too much. Like, it was that I was like zoning out. It's like I blacked out. I felt like I was gonna faint, and eventually when I did, I felt so shaky, and I felt like I was gonna faint, and it felt like everything was unreal. And I interrupted history class during the middle of a lecture, and the counselor took me out there and everything. And we got good after that, but then after that, I had 3 or 4, 5 panic attacks within from then to now, where I will literally twitch out of control and feel like I'm worrying about something that I have no clue what I'm worrying about. And this video is about to end. But it was a very challenging time in my life. And then Keaton came back, and I actually felt more calm with him back than I did with him gone. I'm not quite sure why, but I always have. So, shout out to Keaton and Kyle, and I hope you all have a great day, and God bless.